Hi there, my friend, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. We're sneakily loading here because we could be in a lot of trouble. We'll see. Well, the thing is, we have a lot of stolen food on us, and I think we should put that away somewhere because, I mean, you can smell it. It's so much. Whoa. Someone coming? We need to stash it somewhere. We have everything in our inventory. We'll move all there. That's our thing. I hope we're not naked now. Oh god, we're naked. We need to get away from this. From this man, I believe he's following us. Is he? Oh, I think he's returning to somewhere. Okay, then we will return as well. Because the thing is, we need a lot of food. We need to trade it in. Take the torches. These things. With 2 monks' habits. Oh. I think we need to drop that thing here. And yeah, we need to go to the church now. We need to remember we have our food in this thing stored there. Stored safely. We have to be in the church at 4. Else we'll have dire consequences. And we need something for Brother Solaris. And I've been thinking about this. Because we have, from Brother Solaris, we need actual food. So he gives us lockpicks. But I think they might mean the category of food. Let's go somewhere where we're not seen so much. Let's now go to the prayers. The church for prayers and mass. Hey, hey. How do you do? The thing is, the food you find is not nearly enough. What?
You were somewhere you shouldn't have been. Don't you know your place? Don't you know where you're permitted to enter and where your presence is forbidden?
Have we been seen or what? Come on. This is harder than I thought. You have to accept.
Very well, brother. I accept my punishment.
Now, show me what you have on you. I must confiscate anything that's not allowed in the monastery.
Away with the torches, I guess. Goodness. That, how is it called? The refectory or something like that. Well, time to meditate. What, 2 days? 2 days of jail time for what? We had nothing on us. Well, except the torches. Seems like torches are terrible. My goodness. We must be starving right now. We're not starving. We're at 120 nourishment for some reason. Hmm. We need to go to the church. What, at 4 a.m.? What's in here? Not much.
Salve. Be well.
Oh my god, these bastards put me in jail. We need to find a way out of this. It's crazy dark here. They're putting me in their wine cellar or what? Out of my way. We're gonna play this differently now. You're not in my best spirits now. Men, it's time to knock people out. If we can. Goodness. Hey, Jodok.
Greetings, brother. I'm Gregor, and I'm new here.
Greetings to you, brother. I'm Yodok, the oldest of the novices. I hope you'll like it here in the monastery and that you won't get into trouble.
Too late.
You're young, perhaps intemperate. You might easily stray from the rules of the order. I suggest you get to know the older monks. You never know when it might come in handy.
Who are you?
Can you tell me something about yourself?
I would if there was anything noteworthy to say. I'm just the ordinary son of a landowner, now a monk. There's nothing in my past, present, or future that anyone could find interesting.
Why did you
As
join the
always.
monastery?
Because it was better than living in poverty. As the youngest son, I'm not entitled to inherit my father's estate, but he was kind enough to sell off some cattle and send me here. And you know what? I'm glad to be here. It's better than mucking out manure.
What do you think of the others?
I'm interested in the other novices. Do you know anything about Antonius?
Only that he came to the monastery voluntarily, because he didn't want to work in his father's shop. Antonius is all right. You can rely on him. He won't betray your confidence.
Very
He's
suspicious.
always happy to help, which is more than can be said for the other brothers.
Maybe not him, I'm not
interested
sure.
in Lucas.
How about Lucas?
Nobody knows much about Lucas. He keeps himself to himself. If you ask me, he's got something to hide. I'd keep well clear of him if I was you.
Do you have any grounds for suspecting him of something?
Quite a lot. And also none at all. The circuitous who make the rounds despise him, and they'd never punish anyone without cause.
And something else? Actually, who would you elect as an
Who
abbot?
would you vote for as the new abbot if you could?
Why do you care? We don't have the right to vote, so we shouldn't get mixed up in it.
I'm just interested, that's all.
I like John better. But like I've said, it's not our place to get involved. It's enough that Antonius is mixed up.
Oh, he
in it.
is? Okay,
Don't
that's
you start
interesting.
too.
Just between the two of us, in a big giant hallway. No, we're not gonna ask that here. So we have Jodok here, and we had Lucas, Antonius. There's one other, right? I forgot whom it was. Solaris here, or the librarian? We could pickpocket, but we're not good enough for that. Friar? Ugh. So freaking dark over here. Oh, There's Nevlas. Now, I think it was until 6 that they were here. We were perfectly nourished. I mean, it's crazy. Let's have a look at our book too. Oh, that's right. We don't have the book anymore. We put it in that... we put it in that stash. So the prior's already leaving. Where is he going to? I mean, that's very interesting, isn't it? That is Brother Librarian. Yeah, it's okay. So wait just a little. I've been in jail 2 times, my goodness. I think it's okay to leave now, isn't it? I mean, it's 6. Salve. Oh, we should eat now. Okay. Not where we eat.
Himself in such a way as not to disturb anyone else. Let none be said rather early, at the middle of the 8th hour, and let them again do what work has to be done until vespers. Weak or sickly brethren should be assigned a task or craft.
So look here. Going on in there. Stuff we can lockpick, some stuff we can open.
Readings on the abbot. Therefore, when anyone receives the name of abbot, he ought to govern his disciples with a twofold teaching. That is to say,
I think we had a place,
show
and that
all
place
is
was
good
around
and holy
here.
by his deeds even more than by his words,
There's
expounding the Lord's
Lucas.
commandments in words to the intelligent among his disciples, but demonstrating the divine precepts by his actions for those of harder hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always remember what he is and what he is called, and should know that to whom more is committed.
I mean,
For
that's
him
where we
more
can
is
definitely
required. Let him make no distinction of persons
talk to
in the
people.
monastery.
So
Let him
Sherlock
not
would
love
be...
one more than another, unless it be one whom he finds
We
better
have
in good
talked to
works
Jodok.
or in obedience. And let him not shut his eyes to the faults of
We have
offenders.
Antonius, we have
but,
Lucas.
since he has the authority, let him cut out those faults by
Talk
the
to
roots
Antonius a
as
little
soon
bit.
Praise be
as
to
they
Christ,
begin
brother.
to appear. Remembering the fate of
And to you,
priest of Silo, the well-disposed and those of good
what do you
I'll be
think about the
interested
other
to hear what you
novices?
think about the other
Direct
novices.
admonition the first and second time.
What about Yodok?
Bold, hard, proud,
Be on
and
good terms
disciplined
with him.
characters.
If you show even the
Curb
slightest
very
hint you don't
beginning
like
of
him,
the ill-doing
he'll make
by
your life
stripes
hell.
and other
He's a
frolicsome
slimy little pedant
punishments.
who'll rat
Knowing
you
that
out to
it
the
is written,
superiors.
"The fool is
Once
not
he finishes
corrected
his
with
novitiate,
words."
I imagine he'll
And
want to
again,
climb his way up the
beat
ladder
your
to at
son
least
with the
Circator.
rod, and you will
He's a
deliver
man
his
who
soul
enjoys
from
ordering
death.
others around.
Oh, okay, he's not,
Benedict.
probably not pious, and
I'm
Lucas.
interested in
The
Lucas.
first degree of humility is
No one knows
obedience
much about
without
him.
delay.
He doesn't talk
This
to
is the
anyone.
virtue of
He
those who
works,
hold nothing
eats,
dearer to
sleeps,
them than Christ.
then does it all again the next day.
Because of the Holy
It's as if he
Church,
wanted to get it all over with as
and
soon
the
as
fear of
possible.
hell, and the
By
glory of
it, I
life
mean his
everlasting.
entire life.
As soon as anything has been ordered by the superiors, receive it as a
Wow,
divine
thank
That's
you.
all. Count.
cannot suffer any delay in executing it.
Hmm.
Be acceptable to God and please
So,
to men only if what is
can we
commanded
trust him?
is done without hesitation.
We'll ask
Will you
about
tell me
him.
something about yourself?
There's not much to tell. I lived in Vlashim, and after my father died, I found out I wasn't much of a merchant. So I left the shop to my brother.
Yeah, we've heard that.
Decided to become a monk.
The others have said it too.
There's food and lots of time to read.
So you chose to come here?
It may seem strange, but I'm one of the few novices that did. I might be the only one. The truth is, the idea of spending my life in a monastery was more appealing than being cooped up in a greasy old shop.
I've got a few questions.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
Who's responsible for what?
What are
That's
the roles
interesting.
of the various monks here?
Someone takes care of the library, someone else the garden. The abbot supervises everyone, and in his absence, the prior. But it's the circators you should worry about. They're the brothers who'll make sure we observe the rule. They can be quite strict, so if you want to avoid getting punished, always act righteously and do your duties honestly.
Any
Are
rifts
there
between the
any
brothers?
rifts between the brothers?
Yes. From the moment talk began about electing a new abbot, it's been like a hornet's nest here. Strange you haven't noticed.
Well, we have.
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
Abbot Peter is old. When he dies, they'll have to select a new abbot from amongst the brethren. The candidates are John and Nevlas. And if you ask me for my opinion, Nevlas is definitely the right man. Unfortunately, no one cares about my opinion because novices get no say.
Okay. The
Tell me
life.
something about life here.
Work, prayer, as if you didn't know. We serve God, and that's the central truth of our lives.
Who's in charge of things around here?
Truthfully, everyone except us. But officially, Abbot Peter, and soon enough, someone else. As if it mattered. Our life will still be work and prayer.
Who are the candidates?
Are there already candidates to be the new abbot?
Brothers John and Nevlas. But the others have been fighting like dogs because of them. We don't have to fight about anything, though.
I'm interested in
This
John.
Who is he?
A circator, and really just an unpleasant old man. It's mostly the older brothers on his side, because they believe he'll protect the status quo and all the benefits that come with long service here.
And Nevlas, what do you think about
Tell me
him?
something about Nevlas.
Nevlas manages the monastery's property. He's what they call the provost. He'd like to bring back solemnity to the monastery through reform and by returning to pure faith. A lovely idea, but most of the monks are against it.
Why can't we vote?
Why can't novices vote?
They say we don't have enough experience to decide about anything. Don't worry, we'll get our chance.
Why does it matter who wins? In your opinion?
Why is who wins so important?
We're young and we'll spend the rest of our lives here. And the abbot decides everything about our lives.
Yeah.
Did it ever occur to you how powerful he is?
The rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on daily manual labor. Idleness is the enemy of the soul. Therefore, the brethren should be
Is there
occupied a
other
certain time in
things we
manual
could...
labor, and again at fixed hours in sacred reading.
No, I mean, I think we can somehow trust him, so we'll just
From Easter until the calends of October,
try.
when they come out from prime in the
I need to
morning,
make a confession.
labor at whatever is
I'm no
necessary
priest, but tell me what you've done.
fourth hour.
It's probably nothing to
Fourth
worry
hour
about.
until about
I'm here in the
6,
monastery
let them
looking for a
apply
thief.
themselves to reading.
He had a hand in burning down the
After
Neuhof
6th
stud.
hour, having left the table,
You don't say.
let them rest on their beds,
And who are you to
perfect
take such an
silence.
interest?
Or if anyone may perhaps want to read, let him read to himself in such a way as not to disturb.
Oh,
Let
I'm
none
looking for the
be set
perpetrators
above
so I can punish
at the
them.
middle of the 8th hour, and let them again do what work has to be done until vespers. Weak or sick
Someone whose job it
brethren
is to
be
investigate the
assigned
case,
task
find the
about such
perpetrators and make sure they get the
as
punishment they
keep
deserve.
idleness and at the same
Punishment?
time not to
Do you intend to
overburden
punish them
those who
here,
strive
in the
to
monastery?
do excessive
I don't know yet.
Their weakness
I'm still
must be
just on their
taken into
trail.
consideration by
Perhaps
the
you could help me find him?
The missing
Rule of
thief?
Saint Benedict.
If I knew anything, I'd tell you,
Readings on the
but
spirit of silence.
I suppose it must be one of the novices.
Prophet says,
I've only
Yeah,
recently
yeah, yeah.
heard about the Neuhoff incident. All the other brethren have been here much longer than that.
I know. Aside from me, there are only 4 novices, but still, I don't know which one he could be.
3? Please, leave me out of it. And you're right that it could be any one of them. No one knows anything about Lukas. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. And Yodok is a slimy worm. It wouldn't surprise me if he was behind that massacre. Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok. He's a treacherous rat who'd do anything to get in someone's good books. The thought of Yodok at Neuhoff sends chills up my spine.
And in another place, death and life.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Let's just play along.
Maybe you're right. It's not a pretty thought. Thanks for your help, and please don't say a word to anyone.
Don't fret, my friend. Your secrets are locked inside my lips.
I know that you're pious. What? How would we know? What has he said?
The rule of Saint Benedict.
Do we really know? Has he said something and we haven't? No. Let's talk to Lucas. Things of the
I'd
others.
like to know something about the other
I
novices.
mean, Siskin. We haven't
I
seen
don't
Siskin
know
in a
much,
long
but
time
ask
now.
away.
Do you know anything about Yodok?
I don't. He doesn't like me, and he's on very friendly terms with the Circators. That's about it.
Here the prophet shows that if the spirit of silence
Okay.
times to refrain even from good speech,
Yeah, he won't tell us about himself.
punishment for sin makes us avoid evil.
Let's just hear him out.
There's something I should tell you.
Since the spirit of
Something
silence
secret.
is so important, permission
I'm looking for someone here in the monastery.
even to perfect
You're looking for someone? But you're a novice, aren't you?
I am a novice. At least until I find the man I'm looking for.
Why would you be looking amongst monks? You know, the laws of man aren't valid here. In the cloister, we're subject to divine law, the law of the church.
I'm looking for a footpad who's hiding out here in the monastery. He had a hand in raising the Neuhoff farm. He's taken many lives.
I heard something about that. But why are you telling me all this?
Because you could help me. It has to be one of the other novices.
That can't be. Have you told the prior? What are you going to do to this man once you find him?
we do not permit a disciple to open his mouth.
Oh, we've talked this through. We'll talk to him.
Talk to him. Then I'll see. Do you have any idea which of the novices could be the imposter I'm looking for?
I don't know, and I don't care to know. I wish you'd never told me. Now I won't.
Yeah, we've been through this, I remember. I think you're pious. No.
Here the prophet shows that if the spirit of silence ought to lead us
So let's tell Jodok. That's an interesting experiment.
What would you like?
sin make us avoid evil words. Therefore, since the
I'm looking for a criminal here. That must be very interesting to him.
Listen, there's something I ought to tell you. There's a dangerous criminal hiding in the monastery, and I came here to look for him.
Ha! I knew it! He's a villain. Who are you, though? Oh, it's better not to ask, isn't it? It's always safer not to ask.
Never mind that. Who's a villain?
That's Siskin. I always thought he was an odd one, the way he carries on. But now it makes perfect sense. He's a criminal fleeing justice.
What are you talking about? You clearly know something I don't.
I'm telling you, keep your eye on him. He's no monk. That's what my gut tells me. And my gut's never wrong. What are you going to do to that fellow once you find him?
Rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on the abbot.
I don't know yet.
I don't know yet.
Receives the name of abbot.
You should talk to the Circators or the prior about it, not act on your own.
That is to say, he should show them all that is good and holy. By his deeds, even
What
more
do you think of the other novices? Have we
interested
have we
in the
asked
other
everything
novices.
there already?
words to the intelligent among his disciples, but demonstrating the divine precepts by his actions.
I'd like to
for
ask you
those
something
harder
about the
hearts
monastery.
and ruder minds. The abbot should always remember what he is and what he is called. and should know that to whom
Well, that's
more
all.
is committed,
Thank you for your time,
him
brother.
more is required. Let him make no distinction
So
of
let's
persons
find
in the monastery.
Siskin. Is Siskin
Let him not
even
love one
here?
more than another, unless it be one.
Let's see, we are totally overnourished.
And let him not shut his eyes to the faults of offenders, but, since he has the authority, let him cut out those faults by the roots as soon as they begin to appear. Remembering the fate of Heli, the priest of Silo, the well-disposed and those of good understanding, let him correct with verbal admonition the first and second time. But bold, hard,
We have to hide.
obedient characters, he should curb at the very
Now we can go through.
ill-doing by stripes and other bodily punishments, knowing that it is written, the fool is not corrected with words. And again, beat your
We have to find Siskin. Maybe he's out here. Also got to get back our book. Yeah, that's all rotting already. That thing. Let's get back and eat. I don't know where Siskin is.
Let none be said rather early, at the middle of the 8th hour, and let them again do what work has to be done until vespers. Weak or sickly brethren
need to eat a
be
bit.
assigned a task or craft of such a nature as to
Read
keep
that
them
freaking
from
book.
idleness, and at the same time not to overburden them or drive them away with excessive toil. Their weakness must be taken
There's a
into
monk,
consideration
there's a
by
monk.
the abbot.
There's Jodok. What comes next? Compline, free time, 9 p.m. rest. Aha, we have work in the freightory. Now we could brew a few potions and give them to Solaris, because potions count as food, and that may be... Hey, where's Brother Librarian? Are you here? Has he already left? That his head? Oh, he's left as well. That's so odd. There's Solaris. There's Circated John. We should talk to Solaris, by the way. Maybe he can tell us something.
Praise be to Christ, brother.
Something more. Suppose you tell me something about your past.
You have some interesting skills for a monk. Don't suppose you want to tell me how you picked them up?
What's there to tell? We were all young and foolish once. I was a student in Prague, completely broke, living from hand to mouth and studying all day. It wasn't an easy life.
So you turned to stealing?
I set about securing a livelihood as best I could. A goose, some new shoes, a bit of coin to spend with my friends. Without that little bit extra, I'd never have completed my studies. I would have turned into a beggar. And who else do you know that can say he's serving God thanks to having been a thief?
No one, brother. Thank you for telling me your story.
Can you give me the keys?
Brother, I've a favour to ask, and I think you're the man to help me with it. Or you used to be, before you came here.
I see, so it's the dodgy sort of favor, is it?
Well, yes. I need to get hold of the keys to the monastery.
That won't be easy, I can tell you that straight off. The prior always keeps the keys close by him. So how exactly do you imagine I could help?
Any idea how I could get them?
How could I get hold of them?
With great difficulty. Unless you want to rob the prior.
Would you take them off him?
Could you take the keys off him?
Rob the prior? You've got to be joking.
You wouldn't be doing it for free?
Then what could you possibly pay me? I'm done with my thieving, and you'd have to offer me a whole lot of groschen to change my mind.
How much would you want?
A princely sum, brother. This is no trifling matter.
That much? Where am I supposed to find that much coin? No one here has any money.
Precisely. But no groschen, no theft. And think twice before you ask me that kind of favor again.
I'd like
Something
to ask
else.
you something about the monastery.
Okay, let's end this for now. But that's interesting, so we can buy something from him if we get the money. Let's now go to the freightery. Good morning, Nebulus.
Praise be to Christ, brother.
I'd like to ask
I'd
about
like
something.
to ask you something about the monastery.
Okay, so I'm here for my daily duties.
I'm here
now.
to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. There's the alchemist's laboratory. You'll find ingredients in the chests next to it. Today it's your task to concoct 2 potions to aid digestion. Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't forget to let me know when you're done so I can check them.
Digestion. So, what we want now is to make these potions and then make a whole lot of other potions and give them to Solaris in exchange for lockpicks. So, that's the plan for the next episode. After this shady asking around. A great time until next time at Happy Gaming. This is Immanuel signing out. See you in the next episode.